Hi everybody, it's Cindy, that crafting lady. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here, and welcome back if you are returning. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I have got some great news to share with you before we get crafting today. I have become a BB Craft ambassador. So what does that mean? That means that BB Craft is actually putting a box in the mail to me today with some products that they want me to check out. And so when that box does come in, I will definitely do an unboxing, and then we can go through and make some crafts with the things that they're going to send to me. So I'm really excited to be an ambassador for them. And I will link their website below so that way you can check them out too, because they're a great company. They've got really good supplies at really good prices. So definitely give them a look-see, and we can play with BB Craft supplies together. So, all right, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to make this. I've got one right here that I've already done because I'm making these for presents. Oh, it's a little glary, hard to see a little bit. Let's see if I can get a good shot. There you go. Around. Isn't that adorable? It's going to look amazing on my mantle, on the table, wherever you want to put it. So, what am I making this with? Of course, Dollar Tree supplies. What else, right? So, they have these crafter squares. So, they're just little wood squares and some little plastic ornament balls that I got. Actually, these I got at the Christmas tree. I think they were, how many are in there? I don't know, 25 glass ornaments or maybe more for like $3. So that was awesome. And then they have these at the Dollar Tree, but I actually only paid 66 cents for this one because I got them at a store called Martin's, which is an outlet store here in Maine. So this is less than $1 for me. And then, of course, I'm using some ribbons, and I got these cute little trees at the Dollar Tree, and faux snow from the Dollar Tree, and of course, Plaid products. I got my Mod Podge here, and I'm going to be using some E6000, and of course, my Surebonder, because you have to stick with the best. All right, so what am I going to do? Oh, and I did use some white paint. So I took one of the rounds and I just painted the sides and the front white. You're not going to see the bottom, so who cares? So that was the first thing that I did. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to coat it with my Mod Podge. This one's getting to be a little messy. And basically just going to coat it with the Mod Podge and put some snow on it. Alright, so give it a nice coat. Nice coat. You really want to kind of slather it on. Slather on that Mod Podge, because you want a good amount of snow to stick so it looks really pretty. Can't go wrong with a lot of snow, right? Alright, set that down. I like to use, when I'm using snow, I like to do it on a plate so that way I don't get it all over the place, even though I still get it all over the place. Alright, set this in here and kind of cover it with some snow. And move it all around. There we go. Yep, get it in there. Pat it in so it sticks nice. You don't want any empty spots. Get it in there. And then pat off any excess. And I missed a spot, of course, so let's add a little Mod Podge and add a little snow. There we go. So it's covered. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it is covered in snow. All right. So we're going to set that aside for just a second. Let that dry. Doesn't take that long to dry. And the next thing we're going to do, if we look at our sample here, is we're going to put some Mod Podge and some snow on the top. And that's really easy to do. All I'm doing is taking my brush with my Mod Podge, and I'm going to put a nice liberal coat right on the top of my glass, kind of going around the edge just a little. Don't want to go down too far. It'll dry clear, but whoop, apparently I got something green going on around here. All right, and then all I'm going to do is smush it right in there. Get a bunch on there. Make it look pretty. Roll the edge a little bit. Get it all around. That's all you got to do. And there we go. All right. Snow on the outside. I had a paper towel. What do I do with it? There it is. All right. So let's clean off the fingerprints and things that I just put on it. There we go. All done. All set. A little water will take that off. All right. So there we go. So we have it on top. So now we're going to set that aside to dry. We're done with the Mod Podge for now. So I am going to cover it up. And we're done with snow. So we will move that out to the side here. So the next thing I need to do is we are going to add some bows to our ornaments. Now I want to tell you, I'm not really great at bows, but I do the best I can, and that's all any of us can do. So what I like to do is make a loop, wrap it around my thumb, push another loop through that wraparound, and then nice and tight pull it. And it comes out to be a fairly decent little bow. Not the best, but it's not the worst either. So there we go. We have a nice little bow. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to make a nice little angle cut on this side and trim up this side to kind of match. So I have one red bow. And I'm using, this is quarter inch ribbon. And now I've got 1/8 inch in white, and I'm going to make two little 1/8 inch bows. And I'm going to do the same thing, make a loop, put it around my finger, push another loop through, and pull tight, and then adjust to make it the size that I want. And this one's going to be a little smaller because it's 1/8 inch ribbon. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can stop saying there you go. I say it a lot, don't I? If you catch me, tell me to stop it. And then I'll cut the tails again, the same kind of little angle cut. Make them about the same size. Now I need two of those. Let's do that again. Take a loop around my finger. I think I'm running out of ribbon, I don't know. And then push it through. Tighten and futz with it a little bit. Make it the size I want. There we go. Alright. Oh, see, I said it again. I'm going to stop that. Almost done. Here we go. Done. Okay. So, cut this one. Trim. Now we have our bows. See, this is the simplest craft I think that I've come up with in a long time. Now we need to glue our bows onto our balls. So I'm going to take a little bit of my hot glue right here at the top. And then I'm going to take the red bow on the green one. Put the bow on just like that. My fingers are very desensitized to the hot glue, but make sure, and I do have water right here just in case. I'll put my Mod Podge brush in that so it doesn't dry up. All right, now we're going to put the white bows onto my red ornaments. Here we go. Awesome. There, it's done. Oh, I got a little schmutz of strings coming here off of my thing. So there's another one. Now let's do our last one. And I used, as I said, this one's from the Christmas tree. The other two are from Dollar Tree. A little bit of glue. Come on out of there. There you go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, and my last little bow on there. So, all right, we got our bows and our little Christmas tree. So I'm going to take this over here, and I'm going to take my cup, and I'm going to set it right onto the square where I wanted it. And I'm going to kind of smush so that way it makes kind of an impression, so I know where the glass is going to be, so I can put my balls on there. So where do I want it? Now I'll put the biggest ball, of course, go in the back. So if I put it in the front, you won't be able to see anything else, right? And I want it to sit kind of off at an angle. I don't want to set it just straight down. Let me move the cup. Maybe you can see what I mean. So instead of setting it like this, I want this part to be a little bit of an angle. So put it that way and then hold on to it till it kind of sets for a second. But I'm within that little indent groove that I made, so that way when I'm done with this part, I can put the glass on and it won't interfere with any of the ornaments. Alright, so next I'm going to put on my sparkly guy. And I'll put some hot glue right. Let's see, how do I want this one to go? I want this one to kind of angle in the other way. So I put right there. Put a nice glob of hot glue. And have that one angling the other way. So I've got one angling this way, the other one angling that way. And then the third one, come on, I put it on backwards. Let's try that again. See what happens when you're not paying attention. Sorry about that, guys. But that's the nice thing about little crafts like this, is that you make a mistake, you can fix it. All right, so go this way. So a little more glue. Put it down, angling it the other way with the bow in front instead of the bow in back, which is what I had just done. Okay. And then my last little one is going to go right next to the other one in front of that. So another little blob of glue. Is a blob a word? And that one I'm going to put straight up and down. So you can see what I did there. And actually I did this one on the point because I want this one to be on the point. Just like that. Now we're going to add our little tree right in front of the two red balls. Another blob of glue and set our tree right down in it. That's it. I mean, how easy was that? How simple is that to put together? And I've got like glue strings like everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so we put that all together just like that. Now I could just hot glue my glass down, but I need a craft stick. I forgot to grab it, so let me grab it. And then I got some right here. If I can reach it without killing myself. I'm reaching. There we go. I got it. Got them. Scissors, gotta open them. First time I've used these. Why do they make packages so hard to get into sometimes? Okay. Just want one. There we go. Got it. So I want this to be more secure than just with the super glue. So what I'm going to use is some E6000. And I'm just going to put a little dab out onto my parchment paper that I have here. And I put the lid back on. And I'm going to use my craft stick to put the glue right on the edge of my glass, all the way around. And this sets up pretty quick, and it will do a really good job of holding this glass to the board. And that's all I'm doing, is just putting it on around the bottom. And it dries, it's a clear glue, it dries clear, and it holds really well. I do like my E6000. So there we are. Now, determine which way I want this to sit. And I think I want it to sit just like this. And set it right down over my ornaments into that little impression that I made. And press it down. You can see it's already holding, and once that's dry, it won't be any getting it off of there. And that is it, except for a little ribbon embellishment. So let's do that next. So I want to put a thicker red ribbon. So I've got some nice satin ribbon. This is about, is this an inch? 5/8 of an inch. So a little over half an inch. And I will put a little dab of glue right at the front, the top here, around this neck, where I want that to go. And push the ribbon into the glue. And then I'm going to go around, turning it and holding it kind of tight, so that way it stays nice against it. Did it move? It moved. Apparently didn't use enough glue. There we go. Yeah, see, I didn't really get enough glue on there. Push it in, nice and tight. And then I'm going to trim it a little long, because what I'll do is take another little teeny bit of glue right at the end, and then, if you can see this, I'm going to fold it over like that, just so that it makes a nice little finished edge at the front. So that's there, and then we put another blob of glue to hold it onto the glass nice and snug, just like that. And as I said, I get glue everywhere when I'm working with this stuff. Alright, and then the bow, I'm going to take a piece of the red and a piece of the white, so the red 1/4 inch and the white 1/8 inch. And I'm just going to do what I did to make the little bows for the ornaments, and do the same thing. Just put a loop around my thumb and pull it through. It's a little harder with 2 pieces, but it's still the same process. It works. Pull it nice and snug. Adjust, snip at a nice little angle, match that one up, futz with it a little bit. Love all these crafting words, futz and smush and all of that. And there's our bow, our cute little bow. And another little teeny dab of hot glue right where I want my bow to go, right at that point. Maybe a little bit on the bow itself, so that way it'll stay good. And that's it. We're done. Wow, how long did that take? How long am I on for here? 10 minutes? And we were talking. So wow, look at that. All right, there is another one done. So I've got one done like this, and one done that's straight on to it. So there's so many different things that you can do, and so many different things that you can make. I hope I've inspired you. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would appreciate you doing so, because it helps my channel grow. Click the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload more videos. And until next time, make sure that you live fully, love deeply, and learn something new every day. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.